Yes, Mr. Lucas, I only send those who are qualified. Right there. All right, everyone, this is an audition. Let's get our acts together. Oh my God, Chewbacca, you shaved. We told you not to shave. Get in there. Judge is waiting. Get rocking on immediately. Next, let's move. Let's hurry up. Let's go. State your name.
I am Darth Vader.
We're not casting for Vader as an adult, you idiot. He's a kid.
I am Darth Vader.
Yeah, and I'm R2D7, all right? Look, I want you to fill out these forms in quadruplicate, all right? And sit with the rest of the freaks over there. Look, you've got a totally wrong thing here. Who did this? Who did this to the doll? What did you do that for?
It is foolish to resist.
You got him!
Hi, I'm here for the Yoda part?
What the? Don't even explain. Go. You're cast. You got the part. Everybody, you're on cast. Coffee, please. Coffee.
Hi, and welcome to the premiere episode of Steve and Dave's Hometown Cinema Show. I'm Steve.
And I'm Dave. Today we're at the AMC 24 in Aventura, one of the newest theaters to grace South Florida. And since this is our very first show, we thought we'd tell you a bit of who we are and what we're all about. We're a new weekly show focused primarily on encouraging you, the viewer, to use your imagination and creativity.
Due to an overwhelming response from callers on Whammy on Miami, Dave and I have come to realize that there are a lot of young and talented viewers out there, probably like yourself, who enjoy making their own home movies.
So with that in mind, Steve and I have created a platform exclusively for South Floridians to display their previously hidden talent in the visual mediums of video, film, and or computer animation. A sort of showcase of your work for all to see.
In addition, we're also going to be reviewing the latest in film releases, what's out on home video, and of course movie soundtracks, as well as spotlight current productions taking place right here in our own local backyard.
Plus, we'll have movie trivia contests with prizes and interviews with local experts involved in the industry of film and television. They'll share with you the secrets of their profession and give you tips on getting your foot in the door so you too might one day take your place amongst the stars.
Over the past few weeks, Dave and I have received numerous amateur productions, and we have painstakingly categorized them into different genres and age groups. Now, the first age group we're going to take a look at is the 17 and under category.
For the first show, we decided to allow you to choose any theme or genre for your home movies. So with that in mind, right now we're going to go take a look at some of those entries that were sent in the 17 and under category. Roll them!
powerful. Victory is mine.
Wow, I was really impressed.
Well, great stuff, man. I mean, there's a lot of promising talent out there.
Thank you, everybody, for sending in your tapes this week.
Hey, but now it's your turn.
That's right.
In the weeks to come, we'll be diving into all kinds of genres. Genres meaning that each week, our show will have a different theme.
Like action, comedy, suspense, romance, sci-fi, horror, western, family, foreign,
Steve,
maybe. I don't know.
We're going to have a lot of genres. So, if you have any existing home movies, or you want to create some for the
maybe
show...
you got inspired. Maybe you saw what, this now, and said, hey, I can do better than that. We want to see it.
Exactly. I want to see it. Steve wants to see it. Let's see it. So you can send those tapes to us at...
Steve and Dave's Hometown Cinema Show, 605 Lincoln Road, 2nd floor, Miami Beach, Florida, 33139.
Keep in mind that we'd like all entries to be on a VHS tape. That's one of these. And within our following guidelines. Don't send us bloopers or wacky foul-ups. We don't want to see Grandma getting hit with a baseball bat, or Dad falling down a flight of stairs, or a kitty meowing the Macarena. That's another show, not us.
Also, as far as content, don't do anything that might make Mom frown upon what you're doing. Just grab your video camera, have fun, make it inventive, creative, and just go crazy. Have a lot of fun with it, because next week's genre is going to be sci-fi. You can feel free to choose from any of our genres, but sci-fi is next week, so send those tapes in. We will be waiting.
Hey, coming up after the break, we're going to review the latest films to hit the big screen this weekend, as well as what's new on home video.
And we're going to take a listen to some hot new movie soundtracks hitting music stores now.
Hey, all this and more, so don't go away.
We'll be back. Hi, welcome back to Steve and Dave's Hometown Cinema Show. We're here in the projection room of the AMC 24 theaters. And oh, Dave, I so forgot to ask you. What are you doing this weekend?
What am I doing this weekend? I don't know, but I guess since we're at a movie theater, maybe I'll catch a good flick. The only problem is, I've been so busy lately. I don't even know what's playing or what's good for that matter.
Well, luckily for you, my friend, we have got two great movies that come out to the theater this weekend.
Yeah, which ones?
Well, the first one is Jack Frost, and the other one is Star Trek Insurrection.
Wow.
So, Scotty, let's roll that clip.
Steve, Scotty's not even in this movie.
Oh, he's not?
Put it away. I don't know. Where do you get these things?
I don't know. All right.
Jack Frost is a wonderful holiday comedy drama starring Michael Keaton and Kelly Preston. The story follows musician and forgetful father, Jack Frost, who spends too much time on the road trying to get his big break, leaving his lonely son and wife waiting for him at home. One Christmas, Jack realizes his priorities are reversed, and in an effort to get home for the holidays, he skids off the road in a snowstorm. The next Christmas, Jack's son builds a snowman, dresses it in his late father's hat and scarf, and plays a reminiscent song on his dad's old harmonica, believed to have magic powers. That night, the snowman miraculously comes to life as Jack Frost, now the coolest dad a kid ever had.
In this 9th installment of the Trek series, Star Trek Insurrection, Captain Picard and the crew of the Starship Enterprise come to the rescue of a peaceful culture called the Baku. Threatened by the nasty, saggy-skinned Sono who want to steal the Baku's secrets to eternal youth, this film reunites the original next-generation television cast and once again is directed by Jonathan Frakes, who plays Enterprise's First Officer Commander William Riker. It's the classic fight between good and evil to restore peace to the galaxy. The movie is full of gorgeous music and scenery, dazzling special effects, winning performances, and a combination of action, adventure, and warmth that's built the Star Trek phenomenon. Well, there you have it. Now, Dave, what did you think about Jack Frost?
Jack Frost, I gotta tell you, Steve, I really like this picture. It really hit me right here. It's perfect for this time of year. The holidays and everything. A great story, a great cast. It looked great. The visuals were stunning.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I really liked this movie, and I'm gonna have to give it 3 snowflakes out of 5.
3 snowflakes. Well, I thought just as well. This was a fun family film. I love the movies about like the little kid and something always extraordinary happens to him. You know, Michael Keaton was great in this. I mean, next to Batman and Batman Returns, I mean, this was just a great role for him.
That's true.
I'm gonna give it 3 snowflakes out of 5 as well.
Hey, how about that?
All right. Yeah. Okay. What about Star Trek?
Star Trek. Oh my goodness. Well, let's just say that this Star Trek it's a little different from anything you've seen previously.
Yeah.
At least the last two. The last two were or action oriented. A lot of stuff was going on. This one had a human heart. It kind of went back to say Star Trek 4.
Star Trek 4.
4, The Voyage Home.
Yes.
It had kind of a human touch to it.
You know, they always say that the odd number Star Treks don't do well.
That's right. That's
this
right.
one is doing really good though.
And it's
doing
it's
really
come
good.
through. So the tradition has been broken.
Passed on. But you know what? Did you notice like some of the crew were like starting to get a little bit heavier? I mean, they kind of had that Shatner look to them.
Yeah. What's going on there? You know, I don't know. But personally, I think I'm going to give Star Trek a 3 also. 3 starships out of 5.
3 starships. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Boy. Okay. Well, live long and prosper for me too, because I'm gonna go with 3 starships as well.
Whoa!
Yeah, boy.
Yeah,
Woo!
all right. Hey, for those of you who would rather stay out of a darkened theater this weekend and just kick back in front of the tube at home, here's a couple titles to hit video stores this week: Mighty Joe Young and the re-release of The Wizard of Oz. Warner Brothers invites you to take a journey back down the most famous road in movie history and see a classic like you've never seen it before. Recently ranked as the 6th best motion picture of all time by the American Film Institute, The Wizard of Oz Special Edition is now re-released on home video. With all new state-of-the-art technical improvements like a digitally restored picture and soundtrack remastered in Dolby Digital Sound, Oz has never looked or sounded better. So revisit your old friends Dorothy, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, the Cowardly Lion, and Toto too, as they seek out the advice and wisdom of the great and powerful Wizard of Oz, and remind us all once again, there truly is no place like home.
Also out, Mighty Joe Young. Directed by Ron Underwood, who brought us such classics like Tremors and City Slickers, this remake of the 1949 story is about Mighty Joe Young, a giant ape who's brought to America for safety reasons, but he escapes and rampages through Hollywood. With first-class makeup effects by Rick Baker and starring veteran actor Bill Paxton from Apollo 13 and Twister, Mighty Joe Young is a family film definitely worth renting. Oh,
Hey, how's it going?
All right, well, it's time to take a quick break, but before we go, it's time for Steve and Dave's movie trivia question of the week.
And what will that be, Steve?
Well, the question is this week, in what movie did small furry creatures multiply when you added water to them? That wasn't Furby the movie.
Hey, and it wasn't the Tribbles either.
Right. So if you answer correctly, you can win 2 advanced screening passes for the new DreamWorks film, Prince of Egypt, and from Disney and Pixar, this Bug's Life hat.
And from Paramount, this Star Trek Insurrection t-shirt.
That's right, so send your entries to
Steve and Dave's Hometown Cinema Show, 605 Lincoln Road, 2nd floor, Miami Beach, Florida, 33139. 10 random winning entries will be selected and announced on next week's show.
That's right.
So good luck.
We'll see you.
See you after the break. Bye-bye.
Hi, welcome back to Steve and Dave's Hometown Cinema Show. Now, earlier, Dave and I were discussing the 17 and under category, but we realized that there's a bunch of you out there like ourselves who are over 17 who enjoy making home movies just like the rest.
Right. So, in order to make our showcase accessible to viewers who attend, say, high school, a technical school, or college, we have created an 18 and over category, which is open to entries in the visual medium of video, film, and or computer animation.
From the many entries we've received in the 18 and over category in the past few weeks, Dave and I have selected a few that really impressed us. So let's not wait any longer. Let's take a look at our entries in the 18 and over category.
All right, roll it.
Speed. From there, you made The Amazing Colossal Teenager,
That would be 1963.
which is considered your masterpiece. Why do you think that is?
It had everything. Monsters, rock and roll,
According.
a plot, and some damn good acting. Not to mention the special effects. Rick Baker worked as an assistant. I think it was his first paying job.
It wasn't easy, but not paid as no.
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty impressive, especially for our first week's entries.
Yeah, very nice stuff. Thanks for sending those tapes in.
Now remember, the guidelines for the 17 and under category apply here also for the 18 and over category.
It's true.
You want to keep it clean.
Yeah, keeping it clean, meaning PG rated tops, please. No bad stuff.
Be as creative as you want and make sure it's on a VHS tape.
Yeah, and that tape can be sent to us at
Stephen Dave's Hometown Cinema Show, 605 Lincoln Road, 2nd floor, Miami Beach, Florida, 33139.
So get busy. The theme of the show next week is going to be science fiction. But again, feel free to choose any of our genres and make as many home movies as you want.
And I'm hungry.
Hey, me too.
A couple Cokes
Hey, guys,
and a popcorn,
yeah,
please.
popcorn or something. Whoa, hey,
It's
whoa!
Robin Allen from Whammy on Miami.
Hey, guys, what's up?
there?
Hey,
Woo,
how's it
Whammy.
going?
All right, well, so what are you guys doing here?
Well, actually, we work here on the weekends.
We gotta make ends meet.
No.
Yeah, and actually, it's a good place to pick up girls.
Hey! All right.
And so what was that you wanted? You needed a popcorn, maybe some?
Popcorn, small popcorn
That's
right
fine.
there. Yeah.
Nachos, whatever.
Some of that stuff. Right. Very,
We got some Skittles.
Set us up.
Yeah,
Sour
great.
Patch
Knock yourself out, man. Oh, hey.
Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate it.
1341.
I'm sorry?
1341.
1341?
Come on, guys, help us out a little bit. You know, we used to do the
Yeah,
show.
come on, man.
Your brother dancing
This is Steve.
1340. You know, it'll make even change in your pocket. You know, you want
You
to
know
carry
what?
it in
You
the
guys are too much.
So,
You're funny.
all right.
Let's take this one.
Oh, you guys go. All right.
Guys,
Okay. Get out of here. Go.
All right, well, coming up next is our special guest interview, so stay tuned for that.
Right here on Stephen Dave's Hometown Cinema Show.
Hi, welcome back to Stephen Dave's Hometown Cinema Show. Right now we are in one of the many lavish auditoriums here at the AMC 24 in Aventura Mall.
And joining us via movie magic, woo! Hey now, is our special guest, Lori Wyman from Lori Wyman Casting, located in North Miami Beach.
Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you very much, and I'm glad to be here.
So Lori, you're a casting director. Now, a lot of our viewers may not know what a casting director is, so could you maybe elaborate, explain what it is you do at your job?
Well, first I'll get a script, whether it's a television script or a movie script or whatever project, television pilot, and I read the script and I break it down. Breaking it down means that I read it and I determine which characters need to be cast. Then what I do is I will discuss with the producer or the director or both what they're looking for the particular characters, maybe an age range or male or female, ethnicity, whatever. Primarily they'll always say, bring me the best actor. And I'll audition them. I'll give them sides, which are that portion of the script that has their particular character on it. I'll read them, and we'll submit the tape to the producer and the director. And most times the producer and the director will see them personally, and then we'll book them. That's kind of what I do in a nutshell.
Now, of all the big major motion pictures you've worked with obviously big name celebrities. Who was like the coolest person you ever had a chance to meet or like work with?
Now, last year, I did a movie called Holy Man, and that starred Eddie Murphy and Jeff Goldblum. And Jeff Goldblum, as you remember, was in the Jurassic Park movies. He was so nice. He talked to everybody on the set. He talked to even all the extras, and usually the stars are really busy and they don't have time for the extras. But Jeff Goldblum, not only did he talk to all the extras, he made it a point of knowing their names, and he called people by name, and that really makes you feel important. And so you should remember that. It's important to call people by their names. But he was just a really nice guy, very friendly, very outgoing, talked to everybody, and he was a lot of fun to work with, too.
Now, Lori, for our viewers at home who are thinking about a career in, say, acting, is there any advice or tips you can give them to help them along?
I'm currently casting an episode of ER, which is a big television series, and I've just cast a lot of kids in this series. And these are kids, though, who study in school, and even if you do theater in school, that's the best place to start. Plays, get involved in your drama club in school. There is a lot of competition out there, and because there is a lot of competition out there, you need to make sure that your skills are sharp. They say knowledge is power, and if you study and you work hard and you have all of the tools that you need, there is no reason why you should not succeed in this business.
That's some really good advice. I'm sure our viewers are going to be able to use that.
Cool.
All right, thanks for stopping by the way. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Well, that's going to do it for the first episode of Steve and Dave's Hometown Cinema Show.
Hey, I had a great time. How about you, Steve?
That's all right. No, I'm kidding. I had a great time. I can't wait to see what we get in for next week's entries.
Oh, yeah. Hey, and once again, those entries can be sent to us at Steve and Dave's Hometown Cinema Show, 602nd floor, Miami Beach, Florida, 33139.
And don't forget, all your entries need to be sent in on one of these VHS tapes. That's going to do it this week. We want to thank AMC Theaters, our special guest Lori Wyman from Lori Wyman Casting in North Miami Beach.
Hey, and tune in next week because we're going to be reviewing more movies, more home videos, more soundtracks, and more amateur home videos sent in by you.
Now it's time for Dave and I to kind of finish up our day. We will see you later. Thanks again for tuning in to Steve and Dave's Hometown Cinema Show.
We'll see you later.
See ya.
Bye-bye. Fine, we don't want to be in your movie anyways.
So was that. I thought I did a great job with the HUD impression.
I thought so.
We gotta do lunch sometime.